Hi guys, hello, happy Friday, happy February 26th. Today is my 6-year coaching anniversary with Beachbody, and I am super excited that I got asked to come live in this page and talk to you guys about recognition. So I see that I'm live. I don't see that anyone has jumped on yet. So I see someone. Yay! If you're here, say hi, leave me a comment, leave me a heart or something. Don't thumbs up me because I hate that. Thumbs up is the rudest thing you can do. So throw me a heart, throw me a comment. And so today I'm going to talk to you about recognition. So I absolutely love recognition. Recognition and gifts is like my love language. So it's something that I try and strive really hard to share those same things with my team. And I think in a normal 9-to-5 job, there isn't a ton of recognition that you're going to be getting from your company. Now that's not a end all be all. There might be some companies that are great at recognizing you, but I know Beachbody does a phenomenal job of recognizing us and rewarding us for working hard, which again, in a normal 9-to-5, you're just kind of expected to do that, and you're never really met with like a thank you or a tropical vacation or even just a kind word, right? So recognition can be such a powerful tool to help you grow your team and grow a culture of hardworking women and men on your team. So, in the very beginning, there's not a ton to recognize. So if you are a new coach and you're listening to this and you're thinking like, well, I can't do any of these things that I'm going to talk about. Yes, you can. You can do anything. And just know that we all have a starting place. We all have that point where we are the only coach on the team, or we only have 1 or 2 coaches on the team, and it might be your mom and your spouse, and that's okay. You will grow as long as you continue to keep growing your team and sharing your journey out there in the world, in your community, and on your social platforms. Your team will grow, and you will have a point where you do have a lot of people that you can recognize. So in the very beginning of my journey, of course, I would always welcome new coaches into my team page, and I still do that to this day. You want to make sure that when new coaches are coming in, they feel welcomed, they feel seen, they feel supported, because this journey can be really scary for people. A lot of times people sign up and then instantly regret it, or like me, like freak out and wonder, what the hell did I just do, right? So if they're coming into your team page and getting a welcome shout out and nice things being said about them, and everybody in the team page is throwing a kind word and welcoming them, they are going to feel so relieved in that moment, because then they know that they just joined something that is truly wonderful and truly special. But if they're not even welcomed into the team page and they're just added into a group, they're probably going to feel lost and overwhelmed and confused about all the things that are happening. So welcome all your new coaches into the team page, share a little bit about them. How you welcome them is totally up to you. So I don't typically welcome a new coach into the team page until we've done a GSR, because I don't really know much about that person until we've done a GSR. But you do it however you want to do it. Just make sure that those people are getting welcomed into your community, into your team, into your environment, and create that culture of empowering people as soon as they join the team, so that they feel comfortable and ready to move their business forward. All right, so after that, in the very beginning of my business, I would recognize coaches anytime they sign their first customer or coach. They would get a shout out for that, customer coach first Success Club points. And then the first time they hit Success Club, and the first time they hit Success Club 10, and then obviously any rank advancements that they had. But what happens when those are the only things that we recognize is it kind of makes the team page real quiet. And if there's tumbleweeds rolling through your team page, then you are not building the type of culture that you want a new coach to come into. So always try to think about, and I actually just had this conversation. I did a call for a team last night, and she kind of mentioned that her team page is really quiet and that she feels like she's talking to herself. Again, every coach that is successful has had that point in their business. So know that you are not alone in the things that you feel like are struggles in your business. But you have to think about, okay, what is my team page going to look like for a new coach coming in? So if your team page is dead, quiet, tumbleweeds rolling through, we got to change that today. Okay? So, make sure that when you're posting, it's with future coaches coming in. So I used the example last night. Obviously, yesterday was Thursday. We had a lot to celebrate yesterday. We had 3 new diamonds in the downline. We had 5 new emeralds. Lots of great things happening. Now, obviously, again, if you're a new coach, that might not be the case for you. That wasn't the case for me even 2 years ago. So we didn't have 8 rank advancements in one day. That wasn't really happening. But if I'm a new coach coming in and I'm seeing all this recognition, I'm going to come in and think, wow, these women are working really, really hard. Like, I want to do that. I want to be up on these boards. I want to get my name up there. I want to be shouted out. Hi, everyone that's saying hi. So you need to think about creating the culture that you want for your future team. And that might take a while. It took me 5 years. It took me 5 years to build the type of culture that I so desired 6 years ago when I signed up, okay? So think about that future coach coming in and what are they going to see? Are they going to see a team that is thriving and recognizing whatever? Doesn't matter what you're recognizing. Again, doesn't need to be a rank advancement, okay? Because sometimes those are far and few between. But what are they going to see? Are they going to come into a page where there is constant flow of things happening and things being talked about in conversation and engagement? Or are they going to come in and see dead? Are they going to come in and see that you haven't posted in your team page in 3 months? That is not going to fly. So even if right now it's just you talking to you, you are creating the type of culture for that future team. So be in there every single day. Think about this. What are the challenge group, boot camps, accountability group, whatever you call it? What are the groups that do the best? The ones that are most engaged. So your team page has to be the same. Your team page should be a party. It should be where all of your people want to be. Because if it's not, then what is the difference? Why is the coaching opportunity so much better? If it's literally the same as the challenge group, why is there any reason to join as a coach? You have to make coaching more enticing by having an incredible team. And you can do that through recognition. Okay, so new coach welcome for sure. Obviously, anytime the first time they sign up a new coach or customer or earn their first Success Club points, and then their first time hitting Success Club, and you can even do first time hitting Success Club 10 because that is a big deal. And if you are an Emerald coach, SC10 should be your non-negotiable every single month, because why would you leave money on the table? Paid leads, have you ever heard of them? They're freaking awesome. So we want to make sure that if you're an Emerald coach, you're hitting Success Club 10 every single month. No ifs, ands, or buts. You just draw a line in the sand and you say 10 is the minimum and I'm never going below it, okay? So those are some great things that you can do while your team is starting to form. So I started recognizing a whole slew of different things last year, and our team absolutely exploded. So obviously welcoming and all those other things, but I realized that with rank advancements, they're few and far between. If you're only being recognized the first time you hit SC and the first time you hit SC10, that could be your first month as a coach. And so you're never getting recognized again. That seemed crazy to me. And it's crazy to me. It took me so long to figure that out. So now I recognize you every single month that you hit Success Club. So if it's your first time in Success Club, of course you're getting recognized. If it's your first time at SC10, of course you're getting recognized. And then from here on out, you will get recognized as soon as you lock in Success Club. I have a special graphic that you get your name shouted out and your picture shouted out. It's adorable, and we all cheer you on. And it's nothing crazy. You don't even have to make a graphic. You can literally just make a post. So don't overwhelm yourself with, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to spend all this time making graphics. No, you're not. You're not going to have to do that. And if you have somebody that can help you, hire that out. Maybe you have a coach on your team who is a discount coach, and maybe they're a type 2 on the Enneagram, which is the helpers. Maybe they want to help you with graphics. You can ask them to do that. If they're not really working their business, maybe they want to step up and help out the team. You never know what people want to do until they ask. And I promise you, it does not take a lot of time. You can do it. And it's just keeping track of who's hitting Success Club, which you can run your Success Club report every single day like I do. And I just check the numbers. And then if you've hit Success Club and you weren't at Success Club yesterday, boom, you get a shout out. And it's easy as that. And guess what? That coach is going to feel valued, noticed, and seen. And that is the best thing that we can do for our coaches, is let them know that we see them. Because 6 years ago, somebody noticed me and asked me to sign up as a coach. Now, they asked me 5 times. I said yes on the 5th time. They ended up quitting, so it didn't work out for us, but it changed my entire life. So I want to make sure that my coaches know that I see them. I see that they are working hard. I see that they are working their business and doing the things that are going to move their business forward. So why wouldn't I notice them? So they're going to get a shout out from now until the end of time, every time they hit Success Club. Okay. Another thing you can recognize, because again, rank advancements are few and far between, is your coaches who sign new coaches for that month. So this wasn't my idea. I got it from my friend Julianne Condia, but she had tremendous success recognizing her coaches for going Emerald again, AKA signing 2 new coaches in the month. Our coaches get recognized every time they go Emerald again. Now, when we first started doing this, it was just a single shout out. They got Emerald again. They get their own special shout out. And then it was starting to get very overwhelming to do all those individual shout outs. And so now we have an Emerald again board that I update probably every 5 days. So you can choose to do it once a week. Again, you choose the timelines, you choose what you do, what I'm talking about on the scale for whatever your business is. So I don't want you to think, well, I don't have any coaches going Emerald again. Okay, that is your light bulb moment that you need to go sign more coaches. So if you don't have the coaches who are doing these things to be recognized, then you need to get your butt out there and start building your team. So don't worry about it. If you don't have the people to recognize these things for, go build your team. Okay, so we're going to recognize any coach who goes Emerald again, AKA signs 2 new coaches in that month. If they are signing 0 to 1 coaches, they are going to be on this hamster wheel for all of eternity, because on average, 1 coach a month is going to quit the team, unfortunately, right? So if they're only bringing in 1 coach, then every month they're back to 1 coach. So we want our coaches to get to Emerald as fast as possible. They're going to get a shout out for advancing their business to Emerald. And then after that, we want the goal of signing 2 new coaches a month. Now that is not overwhelming, and maybe it might take them longer to get to Diamond, but that Diamond is going to be solid because they have built that foundation of going Emerald again over and over again. So it's not like they're going to hustle their buns in 30 days and sign 8 coaches and somehow find 2 Emeralds, and then that's going to crumble because they did it so fast and it was so overwhelming that they need a break. No, if you can teach people to sign 2 new coaches a month, recognize them for doing that job, they're going to continue on that path. You have to realize that people are going to repeat the behaviors that they are rewarded for. It is the same with kids in school. The kid who is sitting there throwing spitballs at the wall and the teacher is constantly stopping what she's doing to yell at this kid or give all the attention to him, he's going to keep doing it. Why? Because he gets attention. But what about the girl sitting there quietly reading, getting straight A's? We need to pay attention to her, not the kid throwing spitballs at the wall. All right? If you are only paying attention to your coaches who are not doing something, you've got it all wrong, sister. Okay? You have got to pay attention to the people who are, because it is too easy to focus on what's not happening in our business. It is so easy to be like, she's not signing up. She's not completing her share cart. This post isn't doing well. Nobody's watching my stories. None of my coaches are hitting Success Club. None of my coaches are rank advancing. Ugh. Like, you can find every reason to suck the joy out of this business every single freaking second of the damn day, okay? But let's focus on what is happening. And again, if you don't have anyone on your team, get out there and go build your team so that you can start doing this stuff later. And I promised I wouldn't cuss, so if you're like, looking for all the cuss words, they told me I couldn't, so we're not cussing today, okay? So anyways, go build your team, and then you will have people to recognize. But first, you have to be the type of coach that you hope to recruit. All right? So you need to be doing all of these things that are getting you recognized by your upline. If you want to build a team of incredibly hardworking women, you have to be that person. And maybe you feel like you are, because I felt that for a long time. But we can always gut check ourselves and say, what could I be doing better? What could I be doing better to move my business forward? I didn't say what could I be doing more of. What could I be doing better? Because it's really easy to tell ourselves, I am working so hard when really you just spent all damn day scrolling on your phone. That is not working. That is not a vital behavior. That is not on your business activity tracker. That does not produce income. So stop scrolling and get yourself to work. Whether you got 3 minutes, 30 minutes, or 3 hours a day to build this business, use that time intentionally and do the things that is going to build you a team so that you can start recognizing them. Okay, I'm off that soapbox. All right, Emerald again. Recognize anyone who brings in 2 new coaches for the month. Again, it started off with just a single graphic. Now we have a Emerald Again board. So once you sign 2 new coaches, you get your picture up on the board. I have the people who are halfway to Emerald again, and then I have a separate board for coaches who are halfway to Emerald for the first time. So they get recognized on their own special board as well because they're in the same playing field. And then obviously if you're already in Emerald, then you're going to be on the Emerald Again board. Whether or not you've dropped that rank, if you've already achieved Emerald, then you'll be on the Emerald Again board anytime you sign a coach or sign 2 new coaches. Okay? All right, next one is Road to Elite. If you have diamonds on the team, you need to be recognizing them every single elite report. So ask them to check their elite report and give you those points so that you can shout them out. Again, you need to reward the behaviors that you want repeated. So if you have the desire to be an elite team or to have premier and elite coaches, you need to recognize those people for earning points towards Premier and Elite. So second Friday of the month when the Elite report comes out, you ask any diamonds in the downline, what points do they have? You make a cute little graphic, you put their name and their points, and then you ask the team to cheer them on. Say these diamond leaders are earning points towards making their teams Premier and Elite. Please shout out someone that you see up here. Encourage your team to encourage each other. Now, sometimes it takes a while for all of this stuff to catch fire. Please know that if it doesn't work the first month or it feels like crickets or nobody gives 2 you-know-whats, trust me, you just have to be the coach that is willing to do the same thing over and over and over and over again until it catches fire. That is all I have done for the last 6 years today. Is the same thing over and over and over again until it caught fire. Sometimes it's not the right time. Sometimes it's not the right team. Sometimes you're not the right leader. But I promise if you keep trying, it will work. And you can pivot and you can make little changes, but don't be the coach that tries something once, it flops, and then you never do it again. Because that could be the thing that becomes your team's culture. That could be the thing that changes your entire trajectory of your coaching journey. But you can't just try it once. How many coaches do you know who do it coming out as a coach post, it doesn't do well, and then they're like, well, nobody wants to sign up. And you're like, well, that's not freaking true. Everyone wants to sign up. You're crazy, right? You cannot be that person. You have to be the coach that is willing to do the same thing over and over again because then you're teaching that grit, that resilience to your team. Okay, another thing that you can do, because not everybody in this business earns Success Club points. Some people retail the heck out of Energize. Sometimes people sell a ton of bod subscriptions. So in July of 2019, I started a Help 100 challenge. Again, scale this to whatever size your team is. If you only have 8 people on your team, maybe Help 100 isn't. Maybe you want to help 10 people that month, right? So choose the scale based on how large your team is. So in July of 2019, we started a Help 100 challenge. So every single month at the beginning of the month, I put the graphic up. I say Help 100 challenge. Anytime you help anyone with anything, whether it's a tub of Energize, a 3-day refresh, a VIP accessory bundle, a challenge pack, a new coach, doesn't matter. Anytime you help anyone with anything, please comment in this thread so we can cheer you on. And it's been so fun to watch people help people and realize that other people are helping people, right? So when people see that other people are doing it, they automatically want to do that too. That's just human nature. It's called FOMO, right? They don't want to be the only person not helping people. So when this thread is constantly blowing up because somebody, used all their promo codes or had a bunch of people switch to me or I got a bunch of people started with a free trial, that is cause to celebrate because that means your coaches are doing what they can to help people get started on their journey, which is the whole point of our business is to help other people get started on their journey. So I'll tell you, it took us 6 months to help 100 people as a team. It did not happen that first month. 6 months. But again, I was willing to do it over and over and over and over and over again. And since then, we've been able to up it, right? So it took us 6 months, and then we were able to up it to 200 and then 300, right? And now we're kind of back down. So things are going to have ebbs and flows, but please just keep trying until it catches fire. Okay, and then the last thing is rank recognition. And of course, you can always recognize people when they are achieving ranks and things like that. So make it special. Make them see that them moving their business forward is a big freaking deal. And we are going to celebrate the heck out of you. And then tomorrow it is right back to work. So welcome your new coaches. First time they sign a coach, a customer, or earn their first SC points. Emerald and Diamond, obviously Star Diamond, Road to Elite, Emerald again, ranks, Help 100 challenge, and you can do whatever you want. Do you want to recognize your coaches for finishing programs? Of course, that is an awesome thing to do. Do you want to recognize them for putting out a super vulnerable post on social media? Yes, that is an awesome thing to do. You can recognize people for anything because you know what? It feels really good to be noticed, especially when you did something that is out of their comfort zone. And they should be noticed for that because this is the hardest part about coaching is being vulnerable and putting yourself out there because some people might not like it or they might be met with less than support. So if you, their coach or their teammate, can meet them with support when they're doing things like that, they are going to be more encouraged to do things like that. And when they do things like that over and over and over again, they are going to become a phenomenal coach and leader on your team. And that's what we are doing. We are building up other people to become the best versions of themselves. So why aren't we recognizing them for the great things that they're doing? I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat and I'll answer them later. Have a great day, guys.